Hey friends, this past week has probably been one of the most full and stressful weeks I've had in a long time, but it also was one of the most wholesome and fulfilling weeks I've ever had. And I just wanted to do a video to talk a little bit about it today. I apologize in advance if this video is long because I just really need to talk. I need to just have a conversation about this. But this past week, I had a lot of significant mental health ups and downs because I was facing a lot of anxiety about Thursday and Friday. Thursday was a very busy day for me. I had to give a huge statewide conference presentation for school, which went very well. And that night, I had my first featured poetry reading at the local Theodore Roethke Museum, who, if you are not aware, is a classic American poet who's very famous. He grew up here in Saginaw, Michigan, in his childhood home. The Roethke House is a museum now. So I was invited by the Friends of Roethke Foundation to perform poems from my book Carbon Footprint. So I was like really nervous because I've done readings before, like I've done open mic nights where I facilitated or I've read one piece or two. I've done some virtual poetry readings on my Donny Speaks channel, but I've never been invited as a formal guest by a foundation to perform at a museum that so happens to be dedicated to one of the poets that shaped my own writing. So it was a very significant moment to me. And the last few days, I've not been able to stop thinking about how in life we seem to experience a series of full circle moments. And for all of us, I mean, those moments could vary. They could take on many different forms. And for some reason, the past 2 years for me, I've been experiencing so many full circle moments, whether it be finding a partner who loves, accepts, and encourages me, to publishing my first collection of poems, to becoming a full-time professor, to now being invited to perform poems and have my poetry featured in some way. And I felt a lot of guilt. I think that probably was causing a lot of my anxiety. And I actually talked about this with my therapist on Friday I, because of my trauma in the past, have always really struggled with having attention drawn to me, which I know is oddly surprising considering I'm totally comfortable doing this on YouTube and having conversations, but deep down I always feel like I don't deserve celebration, that my existence does not deserve acknowledgement. And my therapist and I appreciate her so much. We work together on some exercises to help me accept the fact that I do deserve to exist and that my accomplishments do deserve celebration. So, like, Friday especially was a very emotional day for me coming out of that therapy session. And then I went and participated in another event at the Roethke House for their open house weekend, which was a poetry slam. I got to read a piece for that too. But between those two nights, having dear people and people who I've never met before just come out to listen to what I have to say, to listen to the poems that I've written, it was such a huge full circle moment for me. And it was just very validating as a writer, as an educator, as a human being, and I wish I could articulate it better. Anyway, thank you for listening. That's really all I wanted to reflect on and muse on today. But if one thing that I made sure happened was I had my poetry reading recorded because I want all of you on YouTube to experience this full circle moment with me. So if you go to my Donny Speaks poetry channel, which I will have linked here toward the end of the video, at least the reading linked, you'll be able to watch my recorded full-length reading and Q&A afterward. And if you could subscribe to my channel, go like that video, and support me over there, I would greatly appreciate it. For many years, all of you on this channel have been the first people to fully know and understand how significant writing is to me. And I want to, of course, keep all of you on this journey with me by sharing that reading with you. So if you could go check that out in your own time, it would mean the world to me. Anyway, share your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know how you've been doing. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.